Chapter 12. Wake Up. It was a strange thing, Tyrex laying flat out, while Ruby sat by him. Ruby had no idea what came over Tyrex, patting his face to get him to come around. Her worst fear was that he faked passing out, because he didn't want to hear her admit she, too, grew to care about him as much as he cared for her. Tyrex! His eyes flickered, opening to look around before falling to her face. Tyrex! Before she even embraced him, she noticed his eyes. They weren't Tyrex's eyes. They were Chomper's eyes. Ruby? Chomper remembered the veil breaking, being surrounded by light before darkness. Then, the face of his mate, of Ruby, the love of his life. Was he receiving his final wish? Was he able to glimpse her one more time before he died? No. He felt her touch, took in her scent. He was alive. Chomper? Yeah, I'm back. Ruby stood back, allowing him to sit up. Chomper glanced at his hands, then felt upon his body. Wow, what happened to me? You don't remember anything? Some. He smiled and brushed her face. I know a few seasons have passed, so I might not be as you remembered. Oh, Ruby, you're as beautiful as the last time I laid eyes on you. She blinked a few times, her eyes growing moist as she leaned in to hug him. Chomper held her back, glad to be home. All the while, Ruby held a worried expression, carrying guilt with her and unsure how to even approach Chomper with what transpired between her and Tyrex. For in her mind, she was about to cheat on him. With him, but still, she felt horrible. The kids! I can't wait to see them. They sure grew. Grew? Yeah, some of Tyrex's memories are mine now. I can explain later. For now, please, Ruby, I want to see them. Ruby nodded and took him back to their home. There, the kids were, playing and having fun. Chomper lit up and smiled, his eyes misting over as he took in the view. He was able to glimpse images through Tyrex's eyes, occasionally able to see his family from afar. Yet, after so much time in the world between, the veil which held the souls of the Alphas of the past, he missed out on so much. Will they remember me? Yes, I made sure of that. They closed the space, Chomper smiling at them. Fang was the first to hug him, being taller, growing into a fine child. Though he shuddered, for there were bits of Stephanie he saw, yet her eyes were kind, far from the eyes of a killer. Dad, you returned. She was hesitant, as though she were asking if he were her real father or the impostor. I'm back, my dear. Chomper knelt and planted a kiss to her head. Daddy! Star and Claw jumped in and hugged him. Chomper embracing them all in his arms, his rather larger and stronger arms, which he liked. His family, how he loved them and never wanted to let them go. So much had happened. Yet he was there, was ready to be a father and an alpha. Out from the brush, Screech and Thud emerged, and were shocked to see the family embrace. Then, when they approached Chomper, they lit up, sensing he was no longer under Tyrex's hold. Boss! Boss! They rushed to hug him, all sharing a bright smile. The force at which they hit him sent Chomper to the earth, laughing like children. That day, Chomper lived it as though it were his last, watching the children play. Beside him, Ruby's parents were, the adults sharing conversation. It's so good to see you back, Chomper. We missed you. Thanks. I missed you all too. Hey, can you still do that light thingy? Probably. Tyrex didn't hold back when it came to the potential of my powers. If anything, I was worried he'd take it too far, yet he showed some restraint. Wait, go back. You mean to say you could have done that light thingy the whole time? Yeah, I was just too scared to test it. Chomper, your parents told me you evolved, that your leg is healed. Yes, you could change your skin to blend in, go scentless. It was incredible. While that's all good to hear, though I fear Tyvex's mistakes might lead Sharptooth to our island. His senseless killings wouldn't have gone unnoticed and might put our family at risk. Yes, till then, let's enjoy the time of peace we have. As night fell, a fire flickered, the family sitting around after they ate. Screech smiled and looked at Chomper, who was able to hold all his children in his lap. So, kids, do you think we should share a special song with your dad? Yeah. Song? Screech, I didn't know you sang. He does, not well, but he tries. Thud moved when Screech tried to bat at him. It's true. Hey! Just sing. He actually came up with a song for me. How romantic, Trudy sighed heavily. Remember me. Though I have to say goodbye, remember me. Don't let it make you cry, for even if I'm far away, I hold you in my heart. I sing a secret song to you each night we are apart. Remember me. Though I have to travel far, remember me. Each time you hear us that song, know that I'm with you the only way that I can be. Until you're in my arms again, remember me. Remember me. Though I have to say goodbye, remember me. Don't let it make you cry, for even if I'm far away, I hold you in my heart. I sing a secret song to you each night we are apart. Remember me. Though I have to travel far, remember me. Each time you hear us that song, know that I'm with you the only way that I can be. Until you're in my arms again, remember me. They all smiled, knowing it was late and it was time for bed. Chomper wanted to join his family in the home, yet decided to stay outside. Chomper? I'll tuck the kids in, then I think Screech, Thud, and I are going out on patrol. Okay. Once the children were tucked in, Ruby hugged and saw Chomper off, going to the bedroom and shutting the door behind her. Chomper, Screech, and Thud went along the beach, seeing the land path. Any activity? Not much. Good. How has Ruby been? You didn't come here to check on the land path, did you? Chomper sighed. I feel her pulling away from me. I hope she's not mad that I was gone for so long. Well, before you came back, the second boss mentioned he liked her, grew to care for her. Do you think she acted on it and they were close? Screech! I'm just asking. It's okay. Ruby is an adult. If she were close to him, I wouldn't blame her. Really? No. Chomper turned to head home. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Back at the home, Chomper entered and saw Ruby was still up, sharpening her blade by the fire. He shut the door and approached her, tapping his claws together, for he didn't know what else to do. Ruby? I figured I'd wait for you to come back before I headed to bed. Should I sleep elsewhere? Chomper, I'm sorry. It's okay. I'll sleep elsewhere. It's not about where you sleep. Where you lay should be with me. Okay, then, what's bothering you? Me. I'm mad at myself. Angry with myself I am. Chomper went to her, taking her hands. For what? For betraying you. What? Tyrex admitted he liked me, cared for me, and I was about to tell him I cared for him too, that I loved him. Ruby couldn't look Chomper in the face, lowering her gaze to cry. I'm sorry. Chomper cupped her face, gazing into her eyes with only tenderness. Ruby, it's okay. How can it be okay? I was about to cheat on you. Yeah, you love him, and Tyrex was me, so you'd be cheating on me with me. Now you sound like me. Like me, you speak. Ruby set her weapons aside. Where is Tyrex? Is he gone? Actually, Tyrex and I are no longer separate, and if you loved him, I could never be mad at you for that. I hated that part of myself for so long that Tyrex was enraged, angry, became a killer because of me. But when he met you, was able to enjoy what I had, he changed. He understood why I held back, why I refrained from fighting. He felt love for the first time, and in return, your love freed him. Me, combined us, made us two one. So you're not upset with me? Nope. I know he loved you, and you cared about him. His memories are mine. Chomper took her hand, drawing her close to sway gently. I even recall our dance. Oh, Chomper, he never saw Star hatch. I kept him away, kept you away. He tried to kill you. I don't blame you. Still, I feel bad. Chomper kissed her head, holding her close. I love you. I love you too, and I missed you so much. It felt as though a part of me had gone away. If anything, can you forgive me? For? For not being there for you when you buried our child. Ruby leaned back, frowning slightly. I was mad at you, angry with you for a bit of time. Then I realized I was angry at myself for failing that egg. I'm strong, but I wasn't strong enough to face that. I needed you. Oh, Ruby, you are strong. You've kept this family together. He drew her close. Just for now, Ruby. Let's hold each other like it's our last time together. I don't want to argue, to feel sorrow or regret. All I want for us is love. That's all I want too. Ruby leaned into him, feeling his heartbeat, grateful he returned. Knowing he could remember what happened between Tyrex and her, she felt a bit of relief.